All right, welcome to the Muscle Maturity Podcast, episode 103. I am here with Samir Bannout, 1983 Mr. Olympia, Marcus Guerrero from Old School Labs, and I am John Hansen. And guys,
Hi, John.
How you doing, Samir?
Hey, Marcus.
What's going on, guys?
Good. How are you? You look like you recovered, John.
From what?
I see now your face look like, oh, yeah, I've been filling up and I'm okay. No more pressure.
Try not to fill up too much, but yeah.
Still look good, John. I don't see it. You get on stage in 2 weeks, probably.
Yeah.
Of course you can. Yes.
So today we're going to talk about Urs Kalisinski winning his first open show, the Italy Pro last week. And I think he shocked a lot of people with the way he looked. I think he was, I'm not sure exactly, but I think it was like 30 pounds over what he was last year at the Olympia when he competed in the Classic Physique Olympia and got third place. So what do you think, Samir? What do you think of Urs's physique?
I mean, last week we talked about, or the episode before, that probably was in his best interest because, you know, he's holding himself down. And you know, like, for example, I keep go back to making weight limit and stuff like that. I don't know. I think he did so much better in Classic. I mean, at the Open. And that weight that he gained, it was just, he filled up properly. His arms he made tremendous gains, John. I mean, come on, when you change by 30 pounds, oh my God. I mean, you can tell. I mean, he was really competing depleted.
Yeah.
There's no way he gained 30 pounds of muscle, but he actually, he let his body heal. I'm sure he probably gained a few more pounds, but I mean, it's night and day. I like his shape looks better. His arms look much bigger. And that was, his arm was holding him down somewhat, John. Mm-hmm. Look at his arm right now. I mean, everybody's now comparing him to Dorian Yates. I looked at on the social media, everybody putting pictures of double bicep between Urs and Dorian. I mean, tremendous job. I'm so happy for him. And to be honest, John, he is very passionate. He's in total control on stage. His positioning, his transition, everything he did during that show was right on the money. I think he came in prepared. And the minute I saw the photo, I said, oh, my God. You know, I mean, I know Quinton is also a tremendous bodybuilder, and I felt like this was going to be either way, you know. So the judges went this time to Urs, who's like incredible changes from his Classic Physique days to now. It's been a year approximately since he competed, but the changes is like unbelievable, John. I mean, I'm just happy for him. He really is a true champion, a very well liked by everybody, and his presentation is amazing. Let me just continue and say, Quinton, who also is one of my absolute favorite. I think Quinton is the man to really beat in the future. I feel like Quinton is still not peaking 100%. I don't think the real Quinton showed up yet on stage, from my perspective. You know, I know he trained in England with Samson. I know Samson pushed his ass and trained him super hard. But, you know, John, once you get the hang of the peaking properly, and it's a different ball game. So we haven't seen the real Quinton yet, in my opinion. I mean, look at how now we saw the real Urs. Because Urs, we always impressed with Urs. But when Urs peaked so much fuller and he looked so much denser, I think he's going to do incredible in the Open eventually. Let's hope he'll be in the winner's circle this year. So, yeah. So what do you guys think? What do you think, Marcus? Since you've been following Urs and I know you like Urs.
Yeah. I think none of us should be shocked, but we're shocked, especially because of how, when you look at the before and after picture there of like when he was competing in the Classic and then comparing it to how he looked in Open, that looked like, 2 years plus of like actual men's Open growth. Like, so I was happy to see you said something I really agree with. One, the arms. You know, when he was in Classic on that stage, he was just, you know, shrinking down so much that there was just the limbs, the arms looked like, it looked like coming. I mean, like they were like non-existent compared.
Clearly visible. I mean,
yeah, like literally it was
night and day.
Yeah, compared, it's legit night and day. And then of course the leg size. I was blown away by how great. I mean, look, this is great. You know, this.
It's not just the legs.
It's
everything went up in proportion.
Yeah, everything. That's what I'm saying.
About the arm,
it legit looks like 3 years of like real growth, like putting on just real muscle. So I mean, I'm super happy. Yeah. I'm happy for the classic physique division because I see, you know, we saw at Prague Bumstead come up and just, you know, arguably, I know John believes a lot of people are on board, rightfully so, with, you know, he should have won that show. Wow. So the fact that we have the people like Classic, you know, Urs, Bumstead coming up and kind of taking on the big guys, it's fun. It's cool to see.
John, just look at the pictures. I mean, it's so clearly visible. I mean, he's like doubled.
Legit.
Yeah. You know, legit. He did it in a good way. So whatever he did to change that look, even look at his glute, is like boom, filled up. Yeah. Look at the delt, the arm. I mean, good job for Urs, man. I'm happy for him, and he's a champion that deserves all the love and respect. Yeah, so congratulations to him.
I mean, pause, but it's legit hard not to get like excited for like bodybuilding when you see, like, for him, just for this guy to see how much size and how much like better he looks, just fuller and just in every way. The muscle, it's like how you're saying, like the glutes. There's so much more mass there.
Oh yeah, everything go up. John? What from your perspective? How do you see Urs conditioning and that changes in the new
I thought
division?
He looked amazing. I was shocked. I didn't, I knew that he was saying that he was always heavier. I mean, we saw him in New York, and
big guy.
He looked huge then, in the off season. But
when he said in his clothes, he was like so full. Yeah. Yeah.
When he said he was going to be like 30 or 40 pounds heavier, I thought he might come in a little smooth, but he still had that super small waist. He had that great shape, and he just was blown up everywhere. I mean, I thought he won the show easy. I didn't think it was close.
Yeah, I think he deserved to win it. Like I said, I cannot put Quinton out of the race because Quinton is unbelievable. And, I really predict that Quinton is going to do great. Hopefully, now this coming week is in Germany, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. I mean, that it probably is going to be tough for, I wish he would peak a little bit better. A little bit better. I mean, not to say he didn't look great. He looked great, but I know he can be greater.
Yeah. I mean, because even if you compare him to like Mark Hector, who was like third, Mark Hector had some good pop to him, where you just don't really see that same type of pop in Quinton. You don't see it. So
yeah, I think
the thing about Clinton. Look at the proportion and the balance, the small waist, the sweep. Yeah. I mean, the reason why I keep talking about Quinton, to me, he's really balanced, really perfectly put together by God. He just like he need to maybe relax a little bit the final 3-4 days and load up properly and relax and pop. He can pop. I mean, I can tell from his chest is not full enough. John, you've been on stage several times, and you know how it is. You yourself peaked that last show you did, and you looked way better. You look like a different John from first show, second show. You did. So, no disrespect to Quinton. I'm not going to tell him and say, oh, yeah, you deserve to win. I think, Urs did a wonderful job, but we have not seen the real Quinton yet on stage, like 98%, 99% peak. I think Quinton is going on stage about 70%, in my opinion. He's not 100%.
You think it's just like too many shows? He's just getting burned out?
Could be. That could be. But look, you did 3 shows, and your last show, you looked better.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm saying we cannot always say, oh, he burned out. He's not doing it right. Yeah, he was training with Samson, and I'm sure Samson pushed him hard, kicked his ass. I'm sure they did a great job. Yeah. But sometimes, when it comes to the final 72 hours or 4 days, some people are really afraid to eat a little bit more, thinking, oh, I'm going to spill over. I'm going to do that. I have to say it one more time. When you shredded You have no subcutaneous fat whatsoever. Go eat and relax. Eat and relax. Eat from the right menu. Allow the reserve, the glycogen to fill you up properly. This is something that Urs did it right. Whether Urs did it with assistance of his coaches, I don't care what he did, but he did it right, and he was popping. And the results showed. Now, again, we're looking at Sergio Oliva here. Sergio Oliva looked incredible, a lot better than usual. I felt Sergio could have actually been a little bit fuller. But what's hurting Sergio is the middle a little bit. Let me be honest. I mean, I like Sergio. He's my friend. And look at his shoulders, and unbelievable. Look at bigger than Quinton. Look at the shoulders, the arm. I mean, Sergio is unbelievable. He's like his dad. He just have to find a way to not, like when they ask him for ab shot, I want him to go to the side a little bit instead of showing straight direct. Because his midsection is hurting him a little bit, to be honest. To be honest. You know, I'm not going to tell Sergio, I don't do that. I think he's great. Look at how much better he looks. I mean, he really worked his butt off, and it shows. So top three, nothing to be ashamed of, because the two guys that with him, they were very, very, it's like incredible. But I think Sergio should go to Germany and give it another shot, you know. It seems like he's not going to compete in Germany, which is that give him another shot at.
He actually got fourth. He didn't get third.
Yeah, Mark Hector got.
Oh, he was fourth.
Yeah, he was fourth.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I do like the fact that he changed up his back shot a little bit. I think that after so many years in the game, when you're doing things like that, you know, obviously they all care, but it shows you're paying attention to the details a little bit. But yeah, I agree in the sense of the midsection, especially like how you're saying in the relaxed shots, you see the midsection could be an issue. In his front lat spread, the lats really aren't popping the same. But
yeah,
hey, Marcus, I'm not saying his midsection was fat.
No,
he's got the ab, but he have to do poses where when you stand, let's say, for example, like Sergio Oliva back in the days, that's a beast. When he did poses, he pivoted a little bit. I mean, instead of going ab straight, I would go slightly to the side, because that actually it makes your midsection less visible. I mean, when you open up and go direct in the pose, you got to find a way to display poses without showing weaknesses, okay? And, you know, we know Sergio, he's not blessed with the tiny waist that his father have, but look, he did everything like his father, everything, shoulders, arms, legs. I mean, he's amazing. I really felt Sergio was going to go, you know, be in the top three for sure. Look at here. I think maybe Sergio also missed his peak a little bit. I wasn't there. I mean, look, he looks here better than he did on stage, in my opinion. So I don't know.
He said he did miss his peak, John.
Yeah, he said it right there in the comments.
He said that. Well, I mean, when we look at this photo, guys, look at the separation, the depth of the separation, his size. He looked tremendous. His abs, we don't say his midsection is not bad, but I'm just saying, when you pose direct like that, it kills some of your V shape. So you should go twist a little bit, hit an ab instead of going like this, go a little bit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's always way to hide certain things. Sometimes we have to hide certain things.
I mean, honestly, all the top five gentlemen they all had such strong suits to them. Like, I was actually really happy with how Louis Breed came in. I thought he was like a standout for me. And I think he came in, I want to say fifth, Louis Breed. But even like Mark Hector, when he came to the upper body was just crazy. Shoulder ratio was just otherworldly compared to the other guys on stage. But I mean, they all have such strong suits, but you know, the issue is,
I saw his photo. I mean, he's a very good third, without a doubt. I mean, I saw some of the photo. He's impressive. Whatever he did, he peaked properly. He was popping. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, that's Sergio. Where's Hector?
This is Mark Hector.
I want to see what. Oh, it is. Man, I'm like confused between him and Sergio. Oh, wow. Anyway, wow. Look at how full. Look at the shoulders. I mean, you can tell he's popping. You know, look at the delta, so swelled up.
Very big.
You know, so.
And Louis Breed looked good too. I think he was in that next picture, Scott. If you go back to the last one you were looking at, I think the second. I mean, he looked like granite.
He came in
on
5th,
stage.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I thought he had a crazy look to him. I'm really excited to see how he looks at this next week's show.
He's competing in Germany now?
Yeah. Yep.
He is. Okay.
I'd like to see him,
I mean, look at the
shot.
muscles, the size. I mean, listen, bodybuilding contest is not simple nowadays. I mean, you have a lot of competition, and peaking properly, it makes you or breaks you. Let's put it this way: I don't care how great you are. If you miss your peak, you're not gonna get the result you want. It won't work because everybody on top of it, everybody come in condition, and so. Unless you do the same, I go back and talk about Quinton again. If Quinton was popping like that, what I'm envisioning, it'd have been much tougher for Urs, to be honest.
Yeah, I was very I'm impressed with Lewis's physique, but like how do you feel like these guys are going to fare in Germany? Like, do you think anything can change as far as like with the peak? So I know like Sergio's not going to be there, so like for him the peak won't matter this week. But like for some of these other gentlemen, like a Quinton going back up against Urs, like how do you guys feel? Can anything change? Do you think it's going to be maybe an easy W again for Urs?
Yeah, things can change. I tell you what, I think Quinton should not be discouraged at all. If he really, I know he's true to himself, and I know. I don't know if Samson is coaching him in the peaking process, but he trained hard with him. But if you are his friend, just you tell him the truth. It's not like, oh, you should have won. I mean, he's got the winning body, but he's got to make the necessary adjustment. Can he do that? Of course you can, easily. If he do the proper adjustment, and he's going to be in the race so easily in the top spot. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a walk in the park for Urs. It's not going to be a walk in the park. So, hopefully Urs will peak properly. But even if Urs doesn't peak properly and then Quinton peaks properly, it's going to be more problem for Urs.
I feel bad for Quinton because he keeps getting that second place. There's been like show after show. It's been like 3 or 4 shows now where he just keeps getting, or no, even third. Yeah. Joe got second to one time. So hopefully he can get that qualification.
I agree. I guarantee you, once he find that fine line, it's a fine line, It's like many, including myself, I made those mistakes before. Nothing to be, you could work so hard. You could train your butt off. You could be meticulous on your diet. But that final hours that are so critical. Like I said, you sit down and panic and worry about your condition. Oh, I'm holding a little water, this and that. You're flat now. You just eat and relax. Look at Lee Haney. Like, he ate for 3 days. Shirley was cooking for him, is eating, relaxing, and come up and pop in. He won 8 Olympia in a row. We all know sometimes when you are on ease, you load properly, and you can get fat, man. You can get fat even if you try. You can. So I really think, this is the only area where Quinton have to make the adjustment necessary. His skin is very thin. Here's the good thing about Quinton. Quinton doesn't have an issue with that it's like complicated. I can tell you, he can correct that in a matter of days, couple days. He could correct everything. Yeah.
And it does seem like he's in it. Like his headspace seems healthy, especially compared to like last year, whenever everything kind of shit the bed for him. Like he seems like he's in a better headspace as far as what he's projecting out there.
Well, Marcus, you haven't been on stage yourself. You haven't been on stage. You haven't competed, right? When I talk about that, from my perspective, the average Joe is not going to understand. Like, John can relate to what I'm saying. Your body can change. Now everybody's saying, oh, Urs is taking this, and Urs didn't take. Maybe he's taking less gear for this show. It doesn't mean you have to take more to be this great. It's just he changed things around. The peaking process, the fullness, he allowed his body to rest. John, what do you think? You think Quinton can make an adjustment and be better in a matter of a week?
We could definitely be better.
Yeah, he could. He just seems like he's trying to figure out whether he's coming in too smooth or coming in full, and he just can't seem to get the formula. I don't know if anybody's coaching him.
He's far from smooth. I don't think he's smooth, but
I think one show he thought that his conditioning was a little off. So then the next show, which I think was this show, he tries to come in harder, and then he comes in too flat. So he just can't seem to nail.
Well, you know how many times we talked about sometime, or even the judges doesn't understand fat and flat. You know, when you're flat, it's like your muscle cannot be pushed out. You just, you have to, you have to be able to differentiate between flat and whether you're holding water. Like we said it earlier, you need the keen eyes that's been there time and time and time again, and he needs the proper assistant. I'm not sure if Samson was there in the competition with him in Italy, but I think he have a good team right now. If you have Samson and Samson's wife and his experience, we need to find that missing link, which is called peaking. I'm telling you, I can't say more, but I still love his body, regardless. I think he's incredible. So I think he can make the necessary adjustment for Germany and come in maybe a couple pounds fuller and be more ripped. Yeah.
What do you think of Urs's posing routine?
I didn't really see the whole routine. I saw comparison shot. I didn't see his entire routine. Can we look at it? Maybe Scott can show it to us. I think. So what about it, John? Tell me from your perspective, how was the posing?
It was awesome. I mean, he might have posed. Milo said this on Jay's show, and I think he was right. I think he posed a little too fast. He wasn't really holding the poses. It was only holding like 1 second. But just the way he posed, I mean, it was miles above everybody else, So
you're talking
cool
Sergio Oliva.
It's cool that he's setting the example of what a good poser should be like, and I hope more people can do that,
Yeah.
I wonder who he was working with on posing.
I think that's one of the good things about a lot of the classic guys coming up and, kind of setting that example, because they're the ones that have, when you watch Olympia, the men's Olympia, the Mr. Olympia, they're the guys who are kind of blowing you away with the posing. The artistry is there. You got people like Logan Franklin, people like Urs, they're coming in, and it's the posing routines are on a different level compared to a lot of the open men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can kind of set that example.
Smooth. You see how he moved? He moved properly.
Yeah, very fluid.
Look at the side chest. Yeah, I'd like
him.
I don't think
this is not a routine from night. This is that's the routine from the day show, I think.
I want to see Sergio, since you've been talking about Sergio's posing, but I know Urs is a great poser.
You were talking about Urs's, John, right?
Yeah, I wasn't talking about Sergio.
Oh, you were talking about Urs posing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, when you asked me, you said, what do you think of Sergio's posing? That's why. I'm like,
I asked, what do you think of Urs's posing?
Do you think it'll probably be a victory for him again, John, or in Germany?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's in his hometown, so that's going to be a big advantage for him.
And sad to say, I do feel like this week it
seems like he has no problem peaking. He knows exactly what to do. So I'm sure he'll peak just perfect again. Yeah.
I think his posing,
he's got a lot of confidence, and he knows how to move well on stage. He knows how to
very well
hold his body, during the mandatories. And this was his routine here.
Now that I saw him. Look at that. You see the move? He doesn't walk into it. He slide. That's why he is that good. He is a professional to the T. This is how Bumstead was. Bumstead was a great poser. When you have a good body and you know how,
Bumstead knew how to pose it.
You're behind the wheels.
Yeah.
So this is what really made Bumstead a superstar, because he was in control of what he have on stage.
Yeah. Right.
And I think, I mean, Urs is the same way.
Yeah.
Urs had that same exact kind of control.
Yeah, exactly.
And no doubt about it. I think, yeah, he's a tremendous poser, without a doubt.
I would love to see.
And what really
You don't see
surprised
him
me
walk.
was, with all that weight he gained, his waist was tiny. This is his routine right here. I don't know
Look
if
at
they
the
have
waist. Yeah, look at the waist. You see it?
And it's funny because a
Well,
lot of people
that
fear
tells
that.
you he was.
A lot of people fear gaining that
That,
weight and moving up, that their waist is going to blow out and
Right.
things like
look
that.
at
But it
that.
kind of goes to show
Look
if
at
you're
that.
doing things
Well, this
correct.
was obviously he always probably looked like this in between shows, but then he just had to sacrifice so much muscle. This wasn't like he just put on all this muscle in the last year. I think he's
Thank
had
you.
Yeah,
muscle
yeah.
for the
Thank
last
you.
few years.
He's
Yeah.
been competing with losing tons of lean mass for
Right.
his in the past couple of years.
Right.
I mean, Urs was coming in dry, but still he was not popping, and that's why he was like always coming in like second and third.
But see, I feel like a lot
And
of
so
these
that's
guys are.
what
I
was
feel like
holding him down.
He didn't really impress me last year when he was in the Olympia. I didn't,
No,
he was just so
man.
small
Yeah.
and he was
Me
ripped.
he was
either.
sharp. Yeah, he looked very sharp.
Yeah,
I wasn't impressed.
But
he's a different Urs right now. I mean, look at
Oh
the
my
chest,
God,
how
he's just a
full.
completely different body.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to
And
see
you
how he's
see
going to look
flex-
next year.
He flexed everything.
What do you think about these comparisons to him and Dorian?
Well, what can I tell you, man? I think I don't know.
Motivation.
I mean, I think it's very good. I think Urs is going to actually go to the highest level eventually. I mean, this is his first competition in the Open. So give him another year and watch him. He's going to be more amazing. He'll be more amazing. I mean, look, in this one picture here, Dorian looked more like onion skin here. But, I mean, Urs looks really good too. But, I mean, in some pictures, I think this is when Dorian looked his best. I've seen Dorian. I wasn't impressed at time. But when Dorian comes in, it's really dry like that. You notice his skin is so thin right here.
Yeah.
It'd be close, I think, genetically. Look they both have a great legs. We know Dorian has a crazy back. And nobody's going to mess around with Dorian in the back department. We know that, John.
Right.
But in the chest department, I think I will give the nod to Urs in the chest here over Dorian. I like Urs' chest fullness. Shoulders, we call it like about even. The V shape, Urs got a tiny waist. The arms probably also pretty close. So it's really hard to say unless you see them next to each other and really make the judgment. But I mean, that's a great respect for Urs being compared already to Dorian Yates. I mean, come on, Dorian Yates.
Dorian just had such pronounced lats, especially in that front lat spread. I mean, it's like a cobra.
Yeah.
But look at the lat. I mean, Dorian have a great back, but look at the lat.
I thought,
look at
Urs's front double bicep looked a lot like Dorian's.
Yeah, I think both could have better in the arm department. I think Urs could actually still get better in the arm department.
Yeah, I was surprised.
And
I was surprised how much Urs' arms came up. When he gained weight.
Yeah.
I said it many times. I talk to Urs all the time. We talk, and I told him openly, and I said, Urs, you put on more mass on your arms, and you're going to be very hard to deal with. And he did. And I left it. I'll show you the comment. I did it a while back. And he knows, he's smart. He's not like, the thing about Urs, he took it as a constructive criticism. He didn't take it, oh, look, Samir's an asshole. He's like, I'm talking about my arms. I'm not going to tell him what he's going to hear. I love the guy. Great champion. Like I said, we communicate on and off. I tell you, the guy is a good sport. He's not a baby, get emotional like some of the guys. You give him you criticize them in a nice way. They take it, they get all bent out of shape.
Yeah.
No. He can reply to me, you're right, and I'm going to work my ass off. I'm working on it. That's a champion, I like to see his lower back better yet, though. I want to see more lower back.
I will say that that's the one thing I feel like with a lot of the guys, I want to see some of them who I feel like they're just kind of capping themselves, like a Ramon, another one, Breon. Oh my God, we've seen Breon do this to himself for years, to where I would have loved to have seen him, go up and, be able to kind of get the most from his body and try to go against the bigger guys.
Whoa, you mean Breon?
Breon, yeah, Breon.
I talked to Breon last week, and he's going to come in more bigger this time. So because every time you go down in body weight and they like force you to be a certain weight class, you have a boundary or limitation in weight. You know, most of the loss come out of Breon's legs get smaller and he loses that overall look. And I think that's what was happening to Urs.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and so the real Urs showed up and he impressed us more.
Yeah.
He was popping. Plus, you know, he's really good on stage presenting his body. That's what Breon need to do.
Yeah.
Breon need to be in control of positioning like Urs.
I saw him talking about on the Jay Cutler's show about how he's going to come into the Olympia this year. So hopefully it works, but.
Well, yeah, it will work. I see in Breon at over 200 in really good shape.
How's he going to come in bigger if he's still got to make the weight cut?
Yeah, he was saying he was going to I think
have the same problem.
Yeah, well, because he's saying he's going to show up, get down to the weight that he needs or below it 2 weeks prior, and then kind of I guess build up into the show instead of being so depleted. I remember he was talking about it on the Cutler cast, but yeah,
I thought he's gone up in weight. No. I mean, he's not going to compete at the same weight. If he's going to go back and
he's doing classic again.
He's got a weight limit, so I mean, he can't go up.
Yeah, he's doing classic again.
What's again?
Yeah. He's not doing.
Well, now then I don't want to. I'm not going to comment on this because I know Breon. He could compete at a bigger weight. You know, I don't know why people sometimes are scared to go up in weight. I mean, look at now. We know recently I found out that Keon is going to compete in the Open. What's wrong with that? I mean, why Breon wants to keep himself in the same area? You know, it did not work once and twice and 3 times. When he did win the Mr. Olympia, in the very first time, and he was right there. His weight was perfect. His muscles were tight. But he has grown. I mean, you need to do what actually Urs did.
Yeah.
What Chris Bumstead competed in the Open, and it was very close. Many people felt like he could have.
Well, remember, he was going to go up to 212.
Between him and Martin.
Breon was going to go up to 212. Remember?
Yeah.
Now he said he's going to go back down to classic and try to do it right this time.
No, I'm telling you, to my knowledge, he was going to compete at a heavier weight, but I don't know if he's going to go back to the same 180 under 180. I think it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's going to backfire.
I will say it looks like the Prague show is going to become the new, emphasis for those guys moving up. The fact that Bumstead did it last year, right after the Olympia went and did Prague. And now you got Keon. That's going to be his first open show, Prague.
Yeah. Well, you know what now, Marcus? The guys are encouraged.
Yeah.
They are encouraged.
Yeah.
Why? Bumstead did it. And Bumstead said, some of the classic guy, they can really be up there. I don't care if these guys 30 pounds heavier than you. I mean, let me tell you what, Keon. Keon's got the body to stand next to anybody.
100%, yeah.
Well, I don't care if he's standing next, let's say he's standing next to Samson, and Samson outweigh him by 30, 40 pounds. I don't care. I mean, but for his height and size, I go back to how Labrada used to be standing next to Lehane. He used to be a runner-up.
Yeah.
However, Breon, Keon, he's got the lat, the wasp waist, the big arm, the flow.
It's such a beautiful flowing physique.
Yeah, I think Keon can stand on stage with anyone. Yeah. No fear.
I personally feel like if he was to do men's open, I would say this year, if he was, I know he's not, he's going to go get his title in 212, but if he was to do men's open this year, I can 100% see him in the top 6. I can see him being right there, first call out, or if not on the edge of it, but I feel like he'd be in the fight for a top 6.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Easily. Huh?
He's doing the Prague.
Yeah, he's doing Prague. Yeah, I said that's going to become the new show. That's what Bumstead did. So
wait. You mean Keon doing the?
Yeah, he's
Prague
doing men's
show?
open. So he's going to go right after Olympia. He's going to do Prague men's open.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to win.
That's honestly how I feel about it too. And I don't care who shows up.
I'm going to tell you, he's going to win.
Yeah.
I know what he have. I know the weapon that he have, and I don't care. I mean, look, if
Crizzo's doing it too.
That would be nice. Crizzo.
Okay, well, guess what? I'm not afraid. Keon have all the necessary tool to go to the war. And I'm sure he's going to be improved over that. The whole package, when you look at the whole package, this is how you judge bodybuilding. Remember what I said. I mean, how much bigger, let's say, Hadi Chopin, who is Mr. Olympia already. I said that so many times about Flex Lewis. Flex Lewis could have easily fighting with Phil Heath back in the days and could have probably won that with title, but Flex decided to stay at the 212, and he didn't go all the way. But in Keon's case right there, I can see a slightly bigger Keon, and even as ripped as he does, and he's missing nothing. So you cannot put him out of the winning circle. No way. I mean, he is right there. He's a front runner for sure.
100%. You could damn near argue he barely has to put on any, like he can come in as is kind of thing.
Okay.
Like how he's going to look at this year's Olympia.
John knows that I like Quizzo. I always say good things about Quizzo. But get me Quizzo on stage and get me Keon prepared. Who do you think I'll pick? Take a guess.
Keon.
Of course. Why? Because the package.
Yeah.
Because we go back to the Aston Martin versus the Hummer.
All right.
So it don't matter. You know, I mean, this is why I'm saying Keon is that good. And, you know, I only met Keon one time at Gold Gym, really briefly. But I saw him the last time he won that show. I could not find weaknesses on him. And so right now, go in no boundary, man. I love it when you are able to do whatever weight you want to come in.
Yeah.
I have one of the guy I'm helping, and he's like, he wants to compete at 111 kilogram in Mexico. And guess what? He's like 260 right now. And he's already in good shape. So he have to lose about 25 pounds. And you know what? He doesn't need to lose more than 7-8 pounds. So what does that mean? He's going to lose his muscle, and they give him only 1 day to load up, get on the scale the day before the show, which is wrong. And I would love for Jim Mannion or Steve Weinberger or, you know, I mean, we need the NPC Pro League to allow 72 hours for recovery for these athletes.
Yeah.
Because you weigh in the day before, you have no time to bounce back up and fill up.
Yeah. I think we'd be seeing a better lineup.
So the weigh-in should be,
you know?
Well, you know what, Marcus? It's very critical. And I'm telling you from experience. I was so discouraged when this guy told me like 4 months ago that he's going to be, the weigh-in is 3 days before, and I felt comfortable. But all of a sudden he said, oh, the weigh-in is the day before. And I was really pissed off. I said, I need to do certain things to maneuver the final 72 hours. That does not allow you time to recover and be at your best. So, you know, it's just not right. So I hope they will make the necessary the modification here. And, you know, I think, you know, Jim Mannion or, you know, Steve Weinberger or whomever have the say about making those adjustments, definitely should go to the athlete's home, take 2 people to check your weight, and, you know, you have eyewitness that you weigh, let's say, that much 3 days before the show. That's all you need to do. So letting the guy, giving him like 24 hours, forget about it. It's not gonna be good.
Did you guys see
that? I think Tyler have a lot to say. I mean, sure, Tyler, he was a Greco wrestler, and he knows that he had to compete at a certain weight. But this is not wrestling here. You know, it's bodybuilding, and you gotta give your body time to fill up and load up and recover. So hopefully, we'll see some more adjustment to that. At least just weigh the guys 72 hours before.
Yeah,
that should be okay. Anyway. So what else is happening, John, that is of a huge importance in the sport now?
That's about it. I mean, we just got the Germany show this week, and that's the last one. That's the last show before the Olympia. The Olympia is only 4 weeks away.
It's this weekend. We're talking in 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I want to say it's going to be on Sunday for us.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I talked to Urs and I told him, I said, Urs, I know you focus on your show, but he agreed that he wants to get on board with us right after that show. So we'll set it up.
Great.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Great guys. Great guys. It would be good to talk to him and see exactly what happened. How did he gain the 40-pound changes? We'd like to hear it from him. So let the fan hear exactly.
I think John hit it, man. I think it's the fact that he's had it. He just keeps having to lose it all to get on stage for the classic, the cutoff.
Well, he didn't have all of it. He added to it. I mean, he probably have at least half of it. Yeah. So, but he did make tons of improvement, over the year. I mean, he probably put on 10 pounds of muscle too, on top of his reserve.
It legit.
I mean, he's a young guy. I mean, how old is Urs, John?
I don't think he's 30 yet. I think he's in his 20s.
He's still under 30. He's probably 27 or 28.
28 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So the body is very responsive right now. So
yeah. How do you think he's going to be in the Olympia?
He can breathe the weight and get big. He can smell.
I can see him cracking top 10, man. It'll be. I can see him cracking top 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, easily, because I told you, he's in control of the stage. He understands. I mean, look at Quizzo. I think made the top 10. Did he?
No,
he didn't.
Top 10.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem is with Quizzo. When he's on stage, he's not sure of himself.
Right.
When you get guys like Urs, he's sure of himself. You see the confidence, the peak condition, and I'm here to win. I'm here to compete and really kick some butt.
He knows how to present his
again. Okay, what do you say, John? Between Urs and who am I saying now? Who is the guy I'm going to question?
Quizzo?
Nick Walker and Urs. How do you see the competition between the two?
Well, Urs definitely has a better looking physique, but Nick just has so much mass. I think he's going to be top 4 for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nick Walker is overwhelming muscularity and freakness. What's going to really help Urs is having that tiny midsection.
Yeah.
And remember, every time we did a podcast, I've always mentioned when your abdominal and upper thighs shredded, the judges got to look at you right away.
Right.
And this is the strength of Urs. He's got tiny waist, cut up abs, and separation in the thighs.
Yeah.
This is how Frank Zane made a living. Is that beautiful middle.
Well, that's why I was so excited about Bumstead last year when he did Prague, because I'm like, okay, now he gained a little bit of weight. He only had I think 2 weeks from the Olympia to Prague, but he filled out a little bit. And I was like, well, if he wins an open bodybuilding show, that's telling, that would be the judge's statement that, this is bodybuilding, having the symmetry, having the shape, and all these idiots online are like, oh no, that has nothing to, that's classic. And then this is open and they got this distinction, but bodybuilding's always been about shape and symmetry and proportion. Yeah. And I think if the judges say that this guy like Urs, when the judges put him first, that's the judges saying, yeah, this stuff is important. It's symmetry, small waist. That's part of bodybuilding, open bodybuilding too, and that's why I thought it was so great that he won. I thought it was just such a great statement from the judges.
100%, man. He's going to pick up where Bumstead left up,
And it's posing. I know they don't judge the posing, but I mean, him coming out and doing that routine, that set the standard that, hey guys, this is how you pose,
Exactly.
All these years, all these open bodybuilders, no one can pick up on that, except for maybe Samson, but other than that, I mean, none of these guys.
How many times did we talk about posing in the way you present it and show it? I keep telling people, you have an airplane, you don't know how to fly it.
Right.
It's not going to do you no good.
Just amazing that so many of these bodybuilders don't
control.
That's what just blows me away.
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
This is you know why you think Samson won the Olympia basically because he's got massive body in really good shape. And he showed his body properly. I really believe that Samson, we know he's the favorite because he's the defending champion. but I really believe he should also come in additional, even 5% better quality. It's going to be hard to deal with. I don't care who is competing, because I tell you what, that guest posing of Samson that I saw recently, beautiful. He showed that classical look to his body, and I commented, you appreciate when someone presents bodybuilding. It shows the art and elegance of bodybuilding. Yeah. So, I mean, my God, this Olympia is going to be exciting, man. You guys are going to enjoy it this time.
Yeah.
Hopefully more of these guys end up doing this. Hopefully more of the guys like the Keon, people in 212, people in the Classic, they continue to do this and kind of, we've seen a lot of the 212 guys do it in the years. So,
have you seen new photo of Hadi Chopin right now?
Yeah, I think I did see a picture.
So much thicker. He's bigger than usual. In striation, I saw striation everywhere.
Yeah, I did see that picture.
He's working hard, man. I mean, Hadi is not going to say, "Oh yeah, well these guys are bigger," but you know what? He's a fighter, man. He's a fighter. I saw him squatting. Oh my God, he's squatting insane weight, and he really killed himself when he trained. So it's incredible. Look at the fullness. Look at even now. He's already in shape.
Yeah.
And look, you're gonna deal with Hadi. He's not an easy guy because his legs and his abs and chest are always ripped.
Yeah.
So that's why he draw the eyes to him right away. Legs and abs. I mean, come on, it's proven right now.
So you think it was a good idea, him taking a whole year off just for the Olympia?
I think it's very smart.
Yeah.
What happened? First of all, let me explain why it's very smart. First of all, you get off the gear for a while, okay? You get off the gear and you do some major cleansing. So when you go back on, your receptors already ready for it, okay? Right. But if you continue to compete, your receptor is saturated, and the anabolic effect you usually get, it does not work if you do it again and again and again. So that's why instead of taking 3 Tylenol, you have to take 5 Tylenol to work. No, it's better to stay off and come back and take 2 Tylenols. They work, but you keep in that habit of competing and stay on the gear. It's just not smart. And I know that's why you were saying that earlier about some of the guy burnout. That's how they burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hadi is smart. Whatever he's doing, he's staying off, not getting on stage. He's cleansing and staying healthy. And that's the smartest thing you can do. That's what Dorian Yates did. He only competed at the Olympia.
Last year he did the Arnold, and then when he went in the Olympia, I mean, everybody was kind of thinking, yeah, he looks good, but not as good as the Arnold. Yeah. And I think that hurt him.
Yeah.
And that's why he dropped down to second.
I think we're seeing that a lot more lately. The show prior can affect their the next show.
Look at the mass here. I mean, look at the density of the upper chest, John.
Yeah.
The density, the shoulders. I mean, look at the vascularity. I really believe that Hadi, he's going to come back. He's going to come in at his best ever again.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the mindset for it. The way he's training.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
I saw him doing 1 set of squat. He put like 7 plates on each side, and he railroaded it. I mean, you would be paralyzed. He did like 25 reps.
Right.
The guy is insane the way he's doing his thing, man. I mean,
like most of the first call out all have that crazy, that eye of the tiger mentality when it comes to the training. I mean, they all have that deludedness.
He trains super hard, man. And I tell you what, he's for real Mr. Olympia. And I hope, my favorite also, Derek Lunsford. I think Derek is amazing. Again, I would love to see Derek. I talk on the table. I want to see hard muscle. And you know how you get the hard muscle is when you train the way Hadi's trained.
Yeah.
The intensity, the really killing. Wait, look at that. Look at how many plates you have. How many plates is that, John? Holy. Look at that. Look at that. At least 600 pounds. At least.
Yeah, it's at least 5 or 6 plates. Yeah. Looks like 6.
Yeah. That's 600 pounds. And look at how he's playing with that weight.
Yeah.
Amazing. Look at that. I don't know how many reps he did with 6. And now look at that. God bless, man. He is like, He is hungry, I'll tell you. Now it's 4 plate or 3 now.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, look at who's going to do 6 plate and continue to go all the way with high rep. I mean, your legs will be paralyzed after you're doing 10 reps. Your legs will be like dancing like funky chicken. I mean, I'm telling you, I've done squats with heavy weight.
Put the hard eyes on
and I railroad, and my legs get wobbly at the end. People don't think, he's in severe. He's tortured right now. He is tortured right now.
I can tell you like this.
That's
post,
a lot of weight
Samir.
even in the Smith machine.
I see your comment with the hard eyes.
It's like amazing, and he doesn't want to show the pain, but he's like really in pain. I think Hadi right here is like paralyzed at the end of this set. He's paralyzed. His legs are like really wobbly.
Right.
But that's what champion made of, is like super intensity. It's like going there, really balls to the walls. It's like, I'm going to go get it. Yeah. I'm not going to sit in my ass and play in the gym with the cable and think that I'm training. You want to train like a champion. This is how Franco was training. Franco was training hard. Franco have that muscle density. Franco always had the muscle density. I tell you what, Dorian Yates always have a hard-looking muscle. Why? You train with heavy weight under control. When Dorian did bend over row, he's like go 400, 4 plate and a half, 5 plate. Now, this is why. Look at his back. It's unbelievable. Ron Coleman, he trained with heavy weight. Look at the muscle, hard like a rock. Right. I like to see Derek Lunsford training with that kind of intensity, and he's going to get that harder look. Trust me, I'm not biased. I tell you what, Derek has beautiful, beautiful, unbelievable body, missing nothing. But the harder he's going to come to the show, the better he's going to look. Is high intensity, short duration with heavyweight matter? Yes, it is matter.
Yeah.
You got to train hard. I see like John, for example. When you train back, I see you right now at over 60. You're grabbing those huge dumbbells. And you're not messing around. And look at your back hang like that. It just doesn't come to you. You go get it. You go and get it.
Right.
And you got to train you got to have that heart of a lion when you train. I know Samson is doing that too. I watched Samson, and I've always looked at his video. He's really torturing himself. So, my God, this Olympia is going to be very interesting, man. I can't wait to see it. May the best man win. We are pulling for everyone. Yeah. Honestly.
So who you guys
Nick
picking?
Walker to Urs,
Germany
everybody.
This weekend. What do you think the top 3 is going to be in Germany this weekend?
Top 3. Urs, Quinton, and the gentleman who came in third again, that's the top 3 again. Yeah. I think Sergio should have stayed in the race. He shouldn't have got disappointed. I mean, come on. I think Sergio missed his peak a little bit, honestly. Sergio could have been better. Yeah. He worked so hard. He worked his ass off, and I really, really liked everything I saw with Sergio. Unfortunately, I don't know why he decided not to compete.
What do you think?
I would like to see. I'd like to see Roman in there somewhere, maybe. Because he didn't compete at Italy, so see him for the first time in a long time in Germany. But I would have to say my guy Lewis Breed. I liked how he looked, man. I'd like to see Lewis Breed. Roman.
Who are you talking about?
Roman Fritz. Oh. Roman Fritz is somebody who we haven't seen compete in a while, so I'd like to see him kind of, go and get that first call out.
He competed in Italy. He wasn't in Italy?
He wasn't in Italy, no.
No, he'll be in Germany.
He'll be in Germany, but he wasn't in Italy, yeah. Mm-hmm. But the gentleman who came in fifth, I really liked his physique, so I'd like to see him there as well. But yeah, this guy.
That's a gentleman?
This is Roman, yeah.
Look at him. Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty complete to me.
He usually comes in with really good conditioning. I think he's on the taller side for bodybuilding. I think he's a good 5'10".
Yeah, I think not bad.
His upper body really
not
looks
bad.
thin.
I don't know.
Upper body looks thin.
Thin?
Yeah, I like his midsection is very good. His upper thigh separation is good. I think he could use a little bit more arm. against this two monster. I mean, when you have Quinton with big arm, and he's gonna have a tough competition.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's not gonna be like easy walk in the park. Not even for Urs. I mean, Urs is gonna be prepared. I think Urs want to come in and look even better.
Yeah, I think.
Well, the show is in Germany. He's not
Home
gonna
team.
disappoint his country people.
Yeah.
I know I bet you Urs will look better. He will come in even more prepared.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're on the winning roll, the mentality, you are more positive. You do things better the next.
Oh yeah.
The next time out.
How about you, John?
There's one thing that, what I was gonna say. I'm wondering how's Martin looking nowadays. I want to know how Martin. I know Martin was in fourth place, and I love Martin. I think Martin is one of my favorite bodybuilders out there. I don't know what kind of Martin we're gonna see this year, but it's gonna be more difficult this year too. It's not gonna be easier.
Right.
So I hope Martin is gonna pack on more muscle with superior quality. The body is put together really nicely. So I don't know. I haven't seen anything new about Martin. How much time do we have now? 5 weeks? 6 weeks?
Yeah.
4.
Oh my God. Wow. Count down. Wow. Look at that. That's recent.
Yeah, this is about a week ago.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would like? I like to see the guy lay out in the sun like we used to in the old day. Because for some reason, they give you that look. I mean, Martin's got that classical look too, but would love to see him tan all year round, like we did with Platz and myself and Zabel. We always got tan. It was like natural. We don't just tan for the show. We were always laying out in the sun. I remember when I lived down in Santa Monica, we'd go train and then eat something, go lay out in the sun. It was like Mr. Olympia on the beach. I would like to see Martin be better than ever. So, yeah. Oh, man, I'll tell you, this Olympia is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy for the judges, too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's going to be crazy for the judges. I mean, you got how many people fighting for this? I mean, check this out. I mean, Samson is working his butt off to defend his title. Okay. What did he have? He have 2 Mr. Olympia on his heels. You got Hadi Chopin. We saw how he's training. We saw Derek is going to come in with vengeance again. Derek is going to come in really prepared. So, I mean, everybody's going to Olympia. Martin, Nick Walker. Nick Walker wants to prove something to the world, and he want to shut down some mouths out there. He's going to come in better than ever. I really believe. The more I look at, for example, Nick Walker, he's adjusting his positioning, his legs. He put his legs closer together, which shows him more symmetrical, more beautiful. So if Nick Walker show up with a tinier midsection, with this huge, overwhelming muscle size, this muscularity that we saw last time, you know what? Wait till we see. I think we may see Nick Walker by far at his best ever. So,
yeah,
everybody went to 600,000, Marcus. There's a lot of mullah involved too.
Yeah.
I
think the beautiful thing is it's bigger than that for them, and I think that's what's going to be driving them.
Even me here, Marcus, I say sometimes I dream. I said, shit, can we rewind, replay? Can we put Samir back to 30? Can we compete? Come on, dude, $600,000. I would live in the gym. I would live in the gym.
For some reason, I believe that.
I would eat and sleep. Well, I used to do that anyway.
It's very believable.
You know how it is. You got to be super passionate. And I tell you one thing, the one that I see is going crazy is Samson and Hadi Chopin. These guys are wow, they're fanatical now.
Yeah.
It's like when I look at see the intensity on their faces, my God, I'm sure everybody else is working hard, but who's working the hardest? Who's working the hardest and who's working the smartest? This is what it's going to boil down to.
Yeah, so I'm going to boil down to who's in shape.
We'll be there.
All right,
We'll be there. Just watch the whole thing.
Yeah. All right, we'll
May the
cut it
best
off
one.
there today for the show. And next week, hopefully, we'll have Urs on the show with us, and he can talk about his victory in Italy and maybe in
Yes.
Germany too.
Yeah.
Yes. I would really look forward to have Urs with us. Yeah, I think everybody would be interested to hear what Urs does and what's his future goal. And, I'm one of them, So anyway, guys, good talking to you again, as always.
It's a pleasure.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Wish you a great weekend.